Winning! Because you're listening to the Alaska Real Estate Podcast. I'm Chris Story, your host for great adventures in real estate. Can I tell you a secret?
I want to be a billionaire so freaking bad. Buy all of the things I never had.
Guess what? Stay tuned to Alaska Real Estate and you may become a billionaire. Remember, miss a minute, you could miss a billion. On today's program, increase your website search results for free. Nobu Hata here to explain. Learn how not only to survive, but thrive in any market. Chandra Hall will teach us how with her rad philosophy. And meet March's featured realtor right here on Alaska Real Estate. Today's podcast brought to you in part by Alaska USA Mortgage Company, a name you know and people you trust, like this guy.
Hi, this is Paul Hansmeyer with Alaska USA Mortgage. I want to share with all you out there that you can have financing from 1 unit to 101 unit. Interest rates are super low still, lots of money available. As far as the 5 units and up, there is no loan limit. There is no property limit. 30-year fixed terms or 15-year fixed terms are available.
Visit them online at alaskausamortgage.com. Want to increase your ranking with Google and not spend a penny doing it? Well, you can. Time now for Tech Knowledge, courtesy of Alaska USA Title Agency. Experienced, professional, and bend-over-backwards customer service are just a few words to describe Alaska USA Title Agency. Visit them online at alaskausatitle.com or call toll-free from anywhere in the state, 877-646-6498. Now here's Nobu Hata.
Came across this tool, and it's a website from Google. It's google.com/insights/search. I can pull up search return information down to states and subregions of states to see what and who are searching for certain keywords. And just out of giggles, I pulled up, I punched in real estate. And what I was amazed at is that there are a lot of folks still looking for it. It comes up with a whole slew of search terminology that one can use to, say, redo their website. And it'll show you, one, what terms are being used in terms of real estate, where people are looking from, and Elmendorf Air Force Base is the hub for that. Soldotna being number 2, Wasilla being number 3. And who's looking for real estate in Anchorage? It's an amazing tool. In the long scheme of things, when we're talking about lead generation, it makes it a lot easier for realtors to redo their websites and talk about lead generation off of their website. Because as we go into this new way of search and new ways of doing websites, it's more important now to know what the consumers are looking for.
And this is free. Going to the Google, give the address again, and then address that question. Is this free, or is this a service we subscribe to and pay for?
Nope, totally free. It's a Google thing, and basically it's a beta called Insights for Search, and that website is google.com/insights INSIGHTS/search. And what you can do is break down where you are in the United States. I pulled up Alaska Anchorage in the United States. I can pull up and punch in search queries and see how many times those have been used over the last couple years, and see how it's been trending up and down. It is an amazing tool, and it's telling me where I need to focus my website if I were to be a realtor up in Alaska, and how I can leverage the traffic that could come to a website. Right now, it's Elmendorf Air Force Base. I pulled up Fairbanks. It's Eielson Air Force Base. So it's amazing. There's folks from out of state looking for real estate, and now I know what to talk about in my website that I would build if I were to want to go after leads in Anchorage. This is when you start talking about lead generation. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when I was helping realtors up there make websites, realtors held the keys to MLS information. Realtors held the keys to basically housing information within the Alaska market. And as we all now know, it's not the case anymore. Everyone and their mother has got a website that has real estate listings, and it could be argued that real estate search has become ubiquitous with the internet. internet. One of the main trafficked sites are real estate websites now because everyone loves home ownership or is looking into it or is looking to get out of it. It's become part of the internet, and we should all be leveraging that. What you should be doing now in terms of lead generation is stopping all forms of barriers to get that information. You need to be the hub for real estate information for your particular market, whether it's Anchorage, whether it's Kempton Hills up on the hillside in Anchorage, or Homer out on the spit. You need to be that source of information using the tools that are available. And the one thing that I would do is blog.
Up next, Chandra Hall with her Eye on the Tiger. Sponsored by Alaska Housing Finance Corporation, your Alaskan-owned finance company providing Alaskans with safe, quality, and affordable housing. Alaska Housing Finance Corporation, 1-800-478-AHFC. Welcome, please, Chandra Hall. How do we face those mornings where we just know we're going to the office with no clients or that it's a quote-unquote bad market? What's your advice?
Well, my advice, Chris, is I want to remind everybody to be rad in a bad market. Now, before I get a bunch of, kickback for, taking us back to the 80s or whatever.
That's rad, dude.
It's actually my acronym that I can easily remind myself and kind of help me, on those mornings that it's tough to get up out of bed, as you so greatly put it. And the RAD acronym stands for what we need to be focused on in a bad or down market. And the R stands for relationships, the A stands for attitude, and the D stands for discipline. So it's just three very important areas, but that hokey little acronym helps me remember what those are, and it just helps me through some of those tough times. So relationships. One of the things that we know from NAR and all the research that they do for us is when they ask people, did you like your realtor? Did they do a good job? Would you use them again? And Chris, 86% plus of people said, loved my realtor, would absolutely use them again. Now, when NAR circled back around and did the follow-up research to see, okay, well, how many people who were very satisfied with their realtor and that experience, how many people actually used them again? Guess what the number was, Chris?
Well, you said 86. I'm going to guess that it was probably somewhere south of 50.
It was 11%.
Whoa, way south of 50.
And I got to tell you, one of the things that we as a real estate profession know, I think, the reason for that huge disparity is for our lack of follow-up. And part of that comes from, just building relationships and staying in touch with people. So one of the things that I have on my to-do list, every day, and I recommend, everybody to do the same, is to call 7 people minimum per day. Now, this is not, I want to be very clear here. What I'm talking about is 7 past clients, 7 people in your database. This is not, I'm returning a phone call, and so that counts as my one person. Or ordering a pizza, absolutely.
That's one down.
Yeah, no, that doesn't count. And I'm wondering, Chris, one of the tools that I've used, and I've shared this with a lot of realtors that have been very successful with it as well. Are you familiar with a tool called SlyDial?
No, I can't say that I am.
So SlyDial is a free tool, and if folks just go to slydial.com, that's SLYDIAL. SlyDial.com. This allows, through voicemail interrupter technology, it allows a person to call someone's cell phone. This is not for landlines, this is for cell phones. But it allows me to call someone's cell phone and leave a voicemail, and their phone will not ring.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I tell people, I said, look, to build your relationship, that part of RAD that we talked about, you want to make your 7, calls a day, and maybe your day's gotten a little bit away from you, and, you're a little bit tight on time. SlyDial 7 people in your database. I mean, you would be amazed at just making that connection, not even having to physically talk to them. What a difference that personal connection through a voicemail, in this case, what a difference that makes in your business.
Chandra will be here in Alaska for the 2011 AAR Convention in Homer. Social Solutions. The future is now. Be sure to register today at alaskarealtors.com. And now, please put your hands together for your March featured realtor, Joni Schneider. Who was the president when you became a realtor?
I'm sure that when I kind of got interested in it and started, taking the classes and that, it was probably the Johnson Ford era, but I know for sure I was licensed in 76 or before, so that would have been Jimmy Carter.
That's a polite way of saying, how long have you been in real estate?
A long time, 36 years plus.
Do you remember about what the going interest rate was at that time?
In 76, it wasn't that bad.
Catch my entire conversation with Joni. Just click on the Featured Realtor tab. Well, for all of us here at Alaska Real Estate, I'm Chris Story, wishing you health, wealth, and happiness.